The bro row is my favorite upper back exercise to help develop the lats. Super accessible exercise that doesn't need much equipment. Now, in terms of the setup, I want you to think of a stance where it's hard to push you over, right? So think something like wide feet, knees soft, try and push me over like that. It's going to be a little bit harder than if I'm standing here like this. Reason being, we want to create a really stable base of support so that when we do go through our row, we can really isolate the target muscle as opposed to just worrying about just being stable. So the other thing you want to be mindful of once we have this stable base is the height of the bench or box or seat that you're using to support yourself with. The higher up we go, look at this, the torso angle gets more upright. The lower we go, the torso angle becomes more horizontal, and this will actually change which muscles you're working. The more upright you go, the more trap you're likely to get. The lower you go, the more mid-back you're likely to get. So just keep that in mind. Personally, for me, I like to be somewhere 45 degrees or greater, closer to that horizontal. This is my preference. I get a lot of lat when I do this. So we have our nice wide stance with the knees soft. This supporting arm is going to be straight, and I'm not collapsing in the shoulder here. I'm actually pressing the box away. So my shoulder blade is slightly protracted. I've got serratus anterior helping out to stabilize me a little bit. Then the weight, I'm not going to worry about being directly up like this. As you can see, that's going to hit my thigh. I actually like to turn a little bit. That way, as I pull up towards the waist, I get a full range of motion, big squeeze of the lat, I can control it down. You want to get a nice stretch at the bottom before then contracting, strong controlled squeeze up, and then slow on the way down. Squeeze and control. This kind of tempo, making sure you're getting full range, nice big contraction at the top, so a big squeeze, and then a nice slow controlled lower towards the bottom. Now you'll notice I'm also pulling up towards my waist here as opposed to up towards my chest. Up towards the chest isn't wrong, but if you start to feel it up here in your trap, chances are we're not going to be working the lat as much, right? So that's why I prefer this kind of row back towards the hip. It's a little bit of a more open angle at the elbow, a little bit less flexed, which means a little bit less bicep, but hopefully a lot more lat, yeah? And so, because this is an accessory, I don't really train strength with this. I leave the strength for the pull-ups, muscle-ups, stuff like this. This is more an accessory, muscle building. So, anywhere from that 8 to 12 rep range is ideal for this per side. Anyway, my favorite upper back exercise that you should probably start doing today.